We go to the last lecture of the day, investment and entrepreneurial opportunity. Lecture number 20, the last lecture of the day, investment on entrepreneurial opportunity for alternative proteins. Please note that I'll take it as a freestyle here again. I'm not going to teach you, but I'm going to tell you something. Am I clear? It's not a teaching, it's about something about telling, because I can't find a lot of literature, scientific literature on that one. First question is that how many of you want to be an entrepreneur? Because when you guys are just studying bachelor's or master's or PhD, you never know your life, because you have two tracks to take. Now you are studying, right? Once you have your education done, suddenly you realize that, oh, I want to do a PhD because professor motivated me. I really want to do a PhD. You were of this smile, big smile, right? You're doing a PhD, then you realize something is burning here, right? Oh my God, why did I take my PhD? Then you suddenly realize maybe I should have gone to industry, and I should have. Why I am doing PhD? It's already 5 years, and I'm not getting my degree. You got a PhD, then again you have two track. Okay, I'll come to NIT Rourkela and become an assistant professor. One track. You're happy, and you train more PhD students like you. Then you think academia, never. No, I will never step into university again. I get an interest. Now I go to industry, right? To become an employee and become an industry guy, right? But you suddenly realize that I'm working for someone. I don't want to work for someone. I want to have industry of my own, right? Then you become so-called entrepreneur, whatever it is, right? That's another track. You can get that track any point of your time. Please let me, I'm telling you. You can be an assistant professor, you can be an entrepreneur, because your free time, you can do that job. Immediately of your masters, you can own your startup. Am I clear? Any point of your time, you can, because you get an idea. The important thing is to have an idea and some money. These are two things are important. A strong idea, some money can lead to an entrepreneur startup. Startup can become a company, right? And you can get that track any point of your time. There is no time. You can become an entrepreneur when you are 70 years of old. After having my professorship, I can start my company, because I'm getting idea after 60 years. I don't have time now. Makes sense? So this is the track you can take. Now I'll talk a little bit about the investment opportunity here, just to let you know that the alternative world is going in this direction. Please trust me in that one. There's a lot of market growth in that reduction. We're talking about 15 to 16% growth in most of the cases, but not beyond that one. Let me come to the investment. Lot of countries are investing in alternatives. Don't believe in this number, because I don't know exactly they're right, but I'm just believing in the region here. Canada, USA, Denmark, where I come from, they are investing a lot. So you need to find out which country to move in if you want to also, right? Think about, where do I start my startup? Which country is supporting me, right? I'm not telling India is not supporting. There's also a growing market, India also. Just to give your American perspective here, they're investing a lot of money on different parts of alternative sector, fermentation, plant-based, cultured meat, and so on. Just to give an idea here is that every government is putting some emphasis on some sector to have business in that particular area, to have market in that particular area. Now it's up to you what you want to do, right? There's a lot of opportunities here. When you see the value chain of alternatives, the value chain starts from seeds. It could be a single cell in case of cultured meat, right? You can talk about, how do I develop a seed which has high protein content, less anti-nutrient. We can think about, how do we get a stem cell which can proliferate without producing unwanted things. You can think about, okay, now I have a seed. Okay, where do I grow? How can I grow that particular seed into plant in a small amount of space with less amount of pesticides and fertilizer? There is an entrepreneur option here. Okay, now somebody has grown the seeds for you. Now you think about what kind of extraction I can use. Do I have an innovative way to extract proteins without damaging the protein, improving the yield? There is an entrepreneur opportunity here for you. Now you can think about she will make a protein, and you can think about getting how can I make a finest burger out of it? How can I make a pizza out of it? How can I create entirely new product out of it? There is an entrepreneur option here. You can take a startup in manufacturing and marketing also. You can also think about, how do I convince consumer? How do I make a labeling design? How do I make a packaging design? Just a design. How can I use a different packaging materials to sell the alternative protein product? There is a n number of opportunities here. Depending on interest, you can select where do you want to be an entrepreneur. This is a growing market. Many things are unknown. Novel ideas can come, and that can generate into a product. Does that make sense? Now, I'll give you 1 minute to think. Just think about yourself. If you become an entrepreneur in a plant-based or alternative world, which one will be your choice? Which sector will you take to have your own startup or company? Just think about 1 minute. Which one is your interest?
We both want to go for the protein extraction.
Extraction, why?
And we both were coinciding on this fact also. From the very beginning only, I feel that people should get quality food.
Yeah.
Right? But in Indian scenario, we know that the people are being focusing on their personal profit.
Yeah.
They are not bothered about what the quality we are giving to the consumer.
Yeah.
So, but many of the people, they are working in this direction, like you said about the pea protein.
Yeah.
Right? And I saw a advertisement on the Instagram also.
Yeah.
That two women from the south only, they have their startup.
Yeah.
Earthful Protein, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone have heard about this or not.
Yeah.
But they are trying to give the best quality protein in different flavors.
Yeah.
To the consumer directly.
Yeah.
So that plan I have in my mind.
Yeah.
And we have soya protein also in India. But the soya chap which is being sold, it is just merely wheat gluten.
Yeah.
Being extracted from the maida by washing that. How we extract the gluten in the lab? They extract the same way the gluten protein. They don't add even nothing. Means 10% of the soya is not present in that soya chap. Yeah. So that's the big reason why the people are being they are not having, and majority of the Indian population, they are being categorized in the middle class.
Yeah.
But we have categories in middle class as well. Upper middle class, lower middle class, and middle class proper. So maximum of they afford that soya protein, soya chap.
Yeah.
They love that because they are getting protein.
Yeah.
But they are not aware about that. What is the quality of the protein they are getting from that particular soya chap? So I basically, if I want to go for a startup, I'll go to give something quality.
Yeah.
But the people here are very less educated, or I will say they are unaware about the quality food.
Yeah. So that will be your motto.
Yes, that will be my motto. But there will be a big challenge to convince the people to get the quality food. But the price will also be very good, sir. Means affordable hona chahiye.
Yeah.
That will be the prime motto of my business.
Absolutely.
Prime motto will be the quality and safety food, safe food.
Yeah.
And second, affordable price, so that maximum of the people can buy that.
Yeah.
But the protein extraction, I have to be very careful during my production process, and I have to be very mindful during my advertisement of the protein, so that it can reach to the maximum affordable people, right? They can afford, so that business can be a successful one.
Absolutely. Thank you, Asta. So anybody else? What did you guys discuss? Yeah.
And she's interested with farming. She will
Farming. Okay. Yeah.
she's bit interested in producing good quality sauce.
Yeah.
After that, I will go for the extraction and modification manufacturing.
So you will partner. Yeah.
I will first she will provide the good quality raw material. Then I will extract the desirable polymers from it.
Yeah.
Then make a product development, manufacturing, or whatever is required, like modification, so that it will be different from what is already present in the market.
Yeah.
So we will go for the analysis to make it free from all contaminants or impurities.
Yeah.
So that the product is at least it is easy to digest. We will go for the modification.
Yeah.
And after that, she will help me in consumption, as the consumption is the big.
So it's a big business, huh? But please, I must mention one thing, that it's nice that you can make everything, but it's very difficult usually in the startup, because you can't focus on too many things when it comes to startup. You have to have one specific thing. Trust me, that because it's a lot of work to do, you can't tick mark everything. That is a business of a big company. Let's say Nestle, let's say big companies in the world. Basically, they have business in every sector. Then they can easily combine. But you are thinking about a startup, then basically it's very difficult to say that you can do everything. It's very difficult. Your motivation, your vision could be like that one, but your mission cannot be ticking mark everything. That keep it in mind. So you need to focus on one specific thing. Otherwise, you need more money, more number of people, and that might be difficult to do. But it's nice to have that vision. But when you say startup, be specific.
Mostly from the wastes which are of no use. Then going for the extraction of polymers. After that, we can use that polymers to replace the artificial plastic. The plastics we are going to replace. We are going to make some coatings or some biodegradable films, as in
like a packaging.
Yes, sir. We can because packaging is a big issue. It has a lot of.
So you are coming somewhere in this region of the value chain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good.
The manufacturing sector.
The manufacturing sector over here. Okay, product development.
Yes, product development. It's So he has already something in his mind, like he would sell a sattu product. It's a mixture of ground cereals and legumes. That we would directly mix it and have it.
Okay, I know that. I can tell you one thing. When we were small, the government of Karnataka used to give us a powder. It's mixed with all the grains, and they said it's very healthy.
Sattu maav.
That's sattu only. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
And when we were small, we can make a dosa or other thing out of it. They had an additive, but I used to take it and eat like a powder. Right now, I'm thinking that had a lot of anti-nutrients, perhaps. But I used to survive anyway. So yeah.
So no, he would market it as sattu flour. So I'm trying to develop some product out of it. And then sell it in a different form, because not everybody accepts to consume protein directly.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if we give it in a form like a cookie or an emulsion or a mayonnaise or something like that, then it would be of good consumer attraction and acceptance.
Absolutely. So he will make a flour. You'll make a product out of the flour, so you go hand in hand.
Yes.
So that is a good important thing. Please note that when we say the end consumer, there's a lot of companies are involved. You have to collaborate with each other so that it reaches the end user, which is consumer in this case.
Yes.
Good point. Very good point. Good luck. Any other would like to add a point?
I would choose consumption, because by choosing this, we can make aware the consumers or the society about the cultured meat or the advantages of the alternative proteins. And by this we can also
change the society
and
give a less environmental footprint and
make the barrier a little
exactly
less complicated. And I would be the one who can understand their mentality more efficiently. so I can make the product according to them. That will
so basically consumer education and perception and that understanding that as a startup. I think it's a very nice idea. Make good sense. That's a good one. Please note that at the end of the day, somebody has to eat. The one who you have created, one she has created. And you need to talk to these two guys. Okay. Excellent. Anybody would like to add a point? Last point? Good. Just to conclude here is that there is an ample opportunity depending on your personal interest and opportunities around you. Go for a startup. You can discuss, you can read Google, read in the internet, you can talk to persons who have made startup. There's a lot of opportunities, and you know that most of the institutions will have their own incubation centers, right? They give a small seed money, they give a small amount of space, they give some mentoring opportunities. Please make use of them to get your startup. You can't be a one-man army here. You can't be a one-man army. You need support. And there are institutions with their own incubation centers. There are some political, for example, government of Karnataka, they have their own incubation centers. You need to approach people to get access to them. You need to expand your network. Then you will get some money and space to get your startup. So there is a lot of things to do, and read this slide. It's not easy. One important thing I really like is that live in the future. Think ahead. What the people really need, and the idea is important. For startup, the idea is a hardcore thing. It has to be new, it has to be mission driven, it has to be vision driven, it has to be the benefit for the society. Of course, at the end of the day, you need to make money, please note that, but it has to have something new so that the consumer can eat it. Then you have a lot of things to be done: discussion, networking, talking to the people, getting to the prototype, testing it on 100 people, testing it on 1,000 people. Then it comes to a pilot scale production. It's not an easy thing. Too many people, too many things are involved here, and you need money, what we call investment. You should find some investor to invest on your idea. It all comes by networking. It all comes by mentorship, and you need to talk to right people. Am I clear? I'm not an expert in that area. I can't give an advice, direct advice here, but you can find information in the internet and by talking to the right people, talking to your institution. If you have an idea, they will help you. And that brings to the end of today's lecture, lecture number 20. Entrepreneurial opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity, but you find your own track. Okay. We also come to an almost to the end of my lecture. I'm a little bit nostalgic now. I'm a little bit, I'm going to miss you guys for sure. We discussed a lot of things. I mean, it's very difficult to summarize for me, but I can start like this one. What did we study on day one? Was that about the cow and how the holy cow is good and how it is bad, right? We need to have an alternatives. Reasons for the alternative protein. Then we went about we give a little bit sources. What are the different sources are available? Plants, animals, insects, microalgae. Then on the day 2, we went for extraction. Day 2, we went on extraction. How do we extract the high quality protein in good yield and good purity? On day 3, we went on characterize. You have extracted. How do we characterize them? On day 4, techno-functional property. What do you mean by oil holding capacity? What do you mean by emulsion and so on? We studied a lot there. It was an interesting session. Day 5, digestibility. How do we measure PDCAS and amino acid composition? How do we do that primary composition analysis? That one. Then we went for the protein modification using enzymes, transglutaminase, using chemicals, succinic anhydride. Then we analyzed a lot about how do we use mass spectrometry to analyze proteins X, and then emerging technologies we are using, yes, and then we're almost here today. We discussed about fermentation and new technologies and so on. Did you enjoy the course? Yes. Yes, you thoroughly enjoy the course. Okay, where is the mic now? You just think about whole course. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to think. Just think 1 minute. Think what is the take-home message for you? What did you learn in the entire course?
As the current state of time, we should use more amount of alternate means plant-based protein for the long run, because it usually helps to maintain the environment. And
yes, he thinks we need to consume more because for the environment. Can you pass the mic to others? What is your take home message?
So plant-based protein is much more needed for us also.
So he thinks more than insects and more than algae?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he thinks plant proteins are the best in the world. Think about everything. Think about digest everything. Please, it not need to be a very generic one. It could be very specific that you learn. Okay, it could be very specific that you found interesting in this particular course.
In this generation, health concerns are rising day by day. So, alternative proteins are a good way to lessen the problems.
Yes.
So alternative proteins give so many things to us.
Yeah.
So I want to try new things like in new products.
So she wants to try new product. That's cool. That's the inspiration. Yeah.
Sir, we should try to extract protein from the insect too.
Okay, we need to extract protein from the insects. There's a lot of opportunity. Good. Yeah. What about you?
Sir, alternative is very we can modify easily.
Okay, we can modify to improve their properties, although they are not really good, but you have an opportunity to modify them. That's good. Yeah.
I got a lot of research proposal ideas and
She got a lot of research proposal idea to make her like to create new research articles or to inspire young generation. Go back to Niveta.
I have already worked on, I'm already working on alternative proteins. So these are all my ideas which I already have in my mind.
Yeah.
I learned more about the protein structure functional relationship,
Yeah.
which I have already done in the lab. I have read a lot of papers.
Yeah.
But when it comes someone explaining all that things,
Yeah.
it makes me think more.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing. This is the main reason. People don't explain the chemistry more in the papers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these things, I found it very interesting.
So it's been helpful for you reflect on what you have
Yes.
been doing. You have been
Yes.
already doing that. Now your brain is more getting more information. Then you can make it more concrete thing in your brain.
Yes,
So it's more
like more of a discussion where when we discuss something, we get more, we get a lot of
insights.
ideas.
You understand what you are
Yes.
doing better now, right?
Yes,
Good
yes, I
point. Yeah.
understand it better.
Yeah.
Sir, I learned that it is plant-based protein are very necessary for us and to save the animals.
Yeah.
And I've learned that we have so many startup ideas also.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the future, you can, if you want to have a startup, you have some fundamental background here.
Yes.
So good.
The plant-based alternative protein will reduce slaughtering of animals
Okay. Yeah.
and reduce carbon footprint.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is a animal welfare aspect here. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
And also it is a creative thing that we will made and meat analogs from
Yeah, exactly. So we can, it's a very creative thing that from plant you're converting in something meaty, meat analog. It's very creative thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
It gives economic opportunity, like give new jobs and market ideas.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
gives new food product and flavor or
Yeah, it's a growing market. It gives a lot of employment, lot of economical opportunity. Of course, we are going less and less animal based, but we are also creating new jobs. Good. Yeah.
healthy opportunity.
We get an healthy opportunities because maybe we already know that animals are consuming more red meat is bad. Maybe we get more healthy opportunities. I agree. What did you learn?
I got an idea. So based on the specific conditions or disease, we can make some products to cure that.
Absolutely. We can make a tailored products depending on the situation, depending on the market, depending on the person. We can create tailored products using these technologies we are talking about. Very nice.
Insect-based proteins, I've found it the most interesting thing,
Okay.
and I want to do some research in this field.
Super cool. She got an inspiration from insect. Now you need to find Sambalpur and locust people. Where are they? Okay. Yeah.
It's offering a sustainable substitute for traditional meat, so everyone should try the meat analog.
Absolutely. Fantastic point. Asta?
So, as I'm an assistant professor in a university and I'm already working due to my interest in the plant protein, what thing I learned here is that although very good things are being talked about alternative plant proteins, but we have to look at the other side also. So toxicological studies are also need to be undertaken so that we can get a clear imprint of these alternative proteins.
Exactly.
So,
You need to find both the side of the coin, right? Never show only the good thing. Be a scientist. Think both the sides. Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
On a personal level, this course helped me a lot to find out what I want to do in life.
Yes.
And I'm already very much grateful for that.
Thank you. That's good to know. Yes. It's inspirational. Yeah.
Sir, it's environmental friendly.
Yeah.
Gives a less carbon print.
Yeah.
And
So it's a good way forward for you. Good. Yeah. Yeah.
So we should culture the meat.
Cultured meat.
Cultured meat
Yeah.
for vegetarian and who does not eat animal meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or some person who has diseases.
Yeah. Maybe it's even vegetarian, perhaps can consume cultured meat. You never know because, of course, it starts from the animal origin stem cell, but it's only one cell to start with. But maybe if that is okay, probably you never know. Yeah.
I was fascinated by the culture made microalgae basically.
Microalgae.
And yesterday I learned that not the protein not so important, taste and sensory properties also important.
Very important.
Yeah,
Good
as a
point.
researcher, I'll look into it.
Super. Yes. Mohammed, yeah.
Sir, we need to find a balance between alternative proteins and animal because both are important for the environment. For the long-term sustainability of we need to find a balance between alternative proteins and animal protein.
Exactly. It's not that 100%. Maybe you never know. Maybe somebody will again prove that maybe it's not a good direction. You never know. You need to find balance because animals are not just animals. They are also to our heart. Let's say cow. We are not using cow just for milk or for gobar or something like that. No, right? It's our feeling, right? I have a cow at my home. We love them. It's just a feeling. Now I say that animals are bad. Zero cow at my home. I lose that connection and affection, right? We can't be completely like machines, right? We are humans. We have traditional bonding with some things. It's not just cow, it's not just milk, it's just something else, right? And now how do I get it with the cultured meat now? So we need to find a balance.
One more point I want to add. I'm sincerely thankful to you for encouraging us, for enriching our knowledge from basic to the final product.
Yeah.
That was really awesome and we will really miss you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good to hear. Yes. And
Yeah, already I know many things about it. But the two things happened. One is that techno-functionality part, which is discussed here. There is lot of chance to do R&D in that part, which is very interesting to know. I worked in microalgae, but not in proteins, bioactives. So this is another part that it can be also used for the protein functionality. Another thing that what Akib has told, that although we know the basics has been polished. More fundamentals have been cleared from a chemistry point of view, which is lacking. Maybe when we studied or when we are giving lecture, we give more of a generalized lecture. But the things happening inside of like a ultrasonication or pulse electric field is more clarified now.
Okay, good.
That is an add-on knowledge.
Good to know. Thank you so much for that. Please note that I try to balance things because I try to give you fundamentals because we have mixed people, very qualified people and learning people, right? So I try to find it, make it myself. Okay, I give a balanced lecture. I hope I was successful in that, but just to serve. And I also know that there's a YouTube viewers. Not right now, maybe they will watch my video after 1 year, maybe specialized people. So I need to find a good balance between the information I give. Maybe some things were going like this on your brain. It's just to make sure that everybody gets benefited to a level.
Information we will get everywhere.
Absolutely.
We want to, ChatGPT is there now. Today's generation, we didn't had. But the thing is that clarifying those links, that how it is functioning,
Connecting the dots, that's very
connecting
important.
the links, it is very important that make one scientist to understand the basic fundamentals. I'm very thankful that I came. It's very nice lectures. If you can listen online, that may not be that impactful. But when you listen, when you see, it's very impactful to understand what knowledge I was lacking earlier. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you agree that you did not waste your hostel bill or mess bill and train charges, flight charges, right? Yes. And it was
One thing I would like to add on that your way of teaching was such a innovative. Yes, it was really very smooth. You connected exactly. You said that you connected with the graduate, postgraduate, as well as the PhD qualified students as also. Yes. Uh, and the way of teaching during the tutorial session, you were very much intrigued, and always your response or reply to the discussion was such mindfully. It engaged the students, right? And we had a very healthy and fruitful discussions throughout this workshop.
yes.
So thank you so much, sir. We
You're
are
welcome.
really very grateful and gratitude. Yes, the energy you carried out from the day one till day now.
Yes, the guest house food was really good. Yes, I was really sleeping very less. I can tell you that because I had to make 100 slides before I come here, and was not easy. But because of you guys, I always had a motivation because the class was very interactive, and without interactive, I also sleep here. Why I'm teaching this one? But I never lost my motivation. Every day I had 100% motivation because of you guys. Just you go ahead. Yeah. So you have a point. Somebody else? Was that? Niveta, okay, please pass it to Niveta. I'm also eating your lunch break. Please note that but still, it is until 1:30, right? Yeah.
So there were many questions, but you never hesitated to discuss anything.
No, yeah.
So that was that really made us to ask more and learn more.
Yeah.
So that spirit, it's really appreciable, and I really enjoyed a lot, sir. This session.
Yeah.
It was like a complete pressure, and now I'm starting fresh.
Yes.
So thank you for that, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. And that means I also extended most of my lecture. Please, I'm sorry about that one because I really wanted to accommodate all of you somehow, right? Yeah.
So I personally learned that we have to have a diversified approach, not into the shell like
Yes,
and
not like this. Yeah.
And consumer education is really needed.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
I found that thing like there is no generalized statement for this protein. Like we say these polyphenols are anti-nutrient, but they do also possess some anti-carcinogenic property. Now, means also protein somewhere now being used as this delivery means carrier agent for these polyphenols and again means so many factors are there to means
yeah, exactly. It's not one thing because they're all complex. They have benefits, advantages, disadvantages. It is nothing called one protein that's best in the world. Right? Lot to do.
The presence of polyphenol means in one sense it would increase the solubility and
you have another problem, right? So with the polyphenol, you can get the improved solubility, but you get more color now.
Yes.
Win-win benefit you have to find how.
And I also find the discussion session quite engaging.
Okay, you all like the discussion session. Okay, I'll try to do it more and more in my future GAN program if I have one. Thanks. Yeah.
Specifically, like the sustainable approach that we are moving towards, that was a bit fascinating for me. And as the population is growing, it is the food security approach also we are moving towards, like for alternative protein. It was a good idea. I didn't have that much knowledge regarding alternative protein.
Yeah.
I'm a master's student, and I got a lot of idea like which research area is not explored and how it can be explored. I got a lot of research ideas.
Absolutely. Good to hear that one. Yes, yourself. Yeah.
As I am a PhD student and trying to develop a plant-based food product, so I got to know which part I should focus more to make the product more healthy and sustainable.
Absolutely. Good.
And I like your way of teaching, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you. Good to hear. Yes.
Thank you, sir, for giving your valuable lectures. Like 10 days, you have given most valuable lectures and knowledge to us. As I am working on plant protein, so I find difficulty of finding reasons. What is the reason behind it? Why is increasing? Why is not decreasing? What is the problem? But you give valuable reasons why it's coming, why it's not there. Because you are working on that. We are not working. Because here no one is working on plant protein. Me, Niveta is working on plant protein. We found out why it's increasing, but you give proper reasons, sir. That's the reason why solubility is increasing, why this water binding, why oil holding capacity. But here I can't find reason. There are reasons in paper, but we cannot find the proper reason why it's increasing. As someone who is working and someone who is doing protein extraction, protein modification, protein application, but he is a person knows. I asked so many professor, but they didn't like that. There are other courses also there that time.
Yeah.
But I asked them, they didn't give proper reason that why is increasing. Like I asked that, sir, why denaturation product is good or not?
Yeah.
Like if we omelette making, sir, it is denatured product.
protein, albumin.
So-
yeah.
So one professor, no, it's not good. So you told how it is good, how it is not good. So this is the best part of your sir teaching, sir. You give valuable knowledge to us that we can grow and we can learn something and we can do our analysis part also.
Yes.
In also, sir, you give us structure function relationship. That is more important in our
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Like we have to find out the proper structure, proper sir functionality. That is
Yeah.
most important. So you give valuable lecture. Sir. Thank you, sir, for giving 10 days.
Thank you so much. Yes. Good to hear. I think I can see that, I can sense that most of you at least enjoyed the lecture and got some information. And I hope you will try to translate this knowledge to your friends and colleagues and so on. That's also important. And I'm pretty sure that some of you will also become good professors in the future, an entrepreneur in the future, an industrial in the future, and where maybe this knowledge is important and useful.